If you are deeply stuck in a toxic relationship, for example, your partner constantly or frequently blames you, puts you down, manipulates you emotionally, or give you the silent treatment every time you guys have arguments with each other or use the verbal abuse to you, you feel the immense pain inside but still cannot bring yourself to the break up or even divorce with them, you have to really watch this video because it is likely that you are stuck in a trauma bonding toxic relationship. So what is trauma bonding? Shortly speaking, it is a emotional attachment that develops between the victim and the abuser. The abuser alternates between acts of kindness and cruelty, which creates the confusion and a emotional dependence in the victim. So over time, the victim may develop a weird affection to the abuser, even though this relationship is toxic. So if you find yourself are in this toxic relationship, toxic trauma bonding dynamic, it is because that you didn't experience a good relationship with your caregivers. So this is only one way of explaining this dynamic, but I would like to say that if a child do not experience a secure belonging relationship with their parents, they may continue to seek out that unhealthy relationship when they are adults, when they grow up, because it is familiar to them to experience that unhealthy, that toxic relationship. So for example, if your parents are emotionally unstable, for example, the first moment they may praise you, they say, "Oh, you are so cute. You are my love babe. You are my love girl, my love boy. Mom or dad loves you." But the next moment, they criticize you. They say, "Oh my God, you're such an idiot. Can't you just collect your toys, or can't you just sit down and eat and drink your milk?" This dynamic confuse the baby. The baby won't, the baby is too little to understand what happened. The only way that they can tolerate this is to interpret this unhealthy behavior through their parents and an expression of love, which is not love, we all know. But babies, we don't know this is not love. We think that this is love. This is an expression of love. So when they grow up, when their parents, no, with their partners, continue to blame them, they will rationalize these behaviors, toxic behaviors, and love. So if you have this toxic relationship with their parents or with their caregivers when you are child, please do not blame yourself, because not everyone has a healthy childhood. Yeah, there are some people, they are lucky if they have a happy childhood, but not everyone is and happy and them. For me, my mom is a narcissist and my dad is a people pleaser, but it's okay. I think that the most important thing for us is to be aware of our inner traumahood, of our inner wounds, inner dynamic, so that we can break this cycle, then we can continue to love ourselves, to have a good life. And another thing that I want to say is that, the limit of self-abuse is the limit that you can tolerate from others. If somebody abuse you more than you abuse yourself, you will walk away, you will run, you will escape. But if they abuse you a little less than you abuse yourself, you will stay longer. So if somebody comes to you and said then, oh my God, I'm so abused by my manager, by my boss, or by my parents, by my husband, by my wife, and you ask, why do you still there? Why don't you leave? They won't tell you the truth. They may say then, oh, because I need that job, or because they're my parents, or because I love my wife or my husband. They won't tell you the truth because they don't even know the truth themselves. The truth is that they need that kind of abuse because it is the way that they abuse themselves. So if you find that you are trauma bonding relationship, for example, your partners use the verbal abuse to you, then I'm going to ask you how many times that you have been talking to yourself and negatively, talking to yourself like you said that you are an idiot. If you often say that you are idiot to yourself, no wonder your wife will criticize you. If you always think that you are two fat girls, no matter your boyfriend will think that you're ugly. You teach people how to treat you. When you start to really love yourself, others will start to love you also. Because you don't need that abuse anymore. Life always brings you exactly what you need. You know, as a child, you have no choice. You have to rely on your parents. But now you are not a baby. You are an adult. You have to be responsible for yourself. You have to break that toxic dynamic and start to love yourself. Start to accept everything about yourself. Stop judging yourself. And know that you deserve the best, the good relationship. And if you cannot understand this, you won't have a good relationship with anybody else. Even though you may break up with your current girlfriend or boyfriend or divorce with your husband or wife, you will continue to seek out that same personality because you are addicted to the pain, because that's the only way you have experienced and love when you are a child. You don't know what true love is. You think that blame, you think that criticize is love because that you have experienced when you are a child. But then nowadays you are not a child anymore. You have to love yourself again to truly heal your inner wound so that you can be attracted to a healthy partner. Before that, you won't engage with a healthy person. You think that their love is not excited enough. You think it's too boring. You are addicted to that drama. The only way to break this dramatic relationship, to break this trauma bonding, is to love yourself. That's the only way I can say. Okay, so that's today's video. I hope you guys have a nice day. Bye.